As I talked with Steve Bowersox, we started talking about song transitions, what we say or pray in between songs, and how important that aspect is to the whole worship experience. I told him I've been in churches where the worship leader is up in front and they say, well, the next song we're going to do is, and I'm dying out in the congregation because, we have the focus on God and then it's back on us and we're just talking about the songs. And it seems to lack something, and Steve agreed, and he had some great things to say about that whole idea of transitions in between songs.
Teaching students, one of the main things that I try to work with all of our ensembles that travel and lead in worship, and we have 16 ensembles out of our university that travel, and it's a great experience because we call that pracademics, the practical application of the academics. You hear it and you sit in the classroom and get it, but you've got to be doing it. It's the real lab. And it's one thing to do it on campus in a classroom with your friends. It's another thing to go out on the road knowing that you've got to do a discipleship now, or you've got to do a weekend where you're really pouring into high school students, and you'd better have something to share. That makes a different draw on the students. But it's easy for them to get up and sing the songs that they've heard streamed on all their services, and they know the music, but it's when that song's over, they're really leading in worship, when they're connecting the thoughts, when they're moving and flowing the themes together, when they're making a point. And it's in those times of prayer that oftentimes you get the focus for what you're supposed to share there. Because especially as you're traveling with a group in different churches or different services, the need may be here this Sunday. It's here this Sunday, but it's the same song set, or it's a song you've sang, 20 times before, but there's a little bit different twist, and that's what comes out of that prayer time. And really that is the art of worship leading, is connecting that. Now, I tell worship leaders, my job is not to be the pastor. I'm not the preacher. I'm not the main preacher. So I don't get to preach the everlasting gospel. I've got just the first 4 bars of intro, and I'm hearing the click in my ears, knowing when I've got to pull that on off. But the timing is there. Make them precise. Don't waste your lyrics. Don't waste your time. And I also think, I've heard this from somebody else in the past, that, when we sing somebody else's song, that is the Hallmark card, like I have with my kids. They give me a happy birthday, Daddy, or a happy Father's Day card, and it's from Hallmark, and it's beautiful. It's got glitter on it. The colors are perfectly balanced, maybe embossed. All the words rhyme. It's perfectly straight, and it's beautiful. I love it. But when they write one on their own, and they draw pictures, man, it's not straight. It may be a little smudged. It may not rhyme. It isn't perfect. But it means more to me, and that's what ends up on my refrigerator. And I think that happens with our songs and our prayers, in between the worship songs that are the Hallmark songs, that God takes that, puts that on his refrigerator, if you know what I'm saying by that he would take that, and that's dear to him. And that's what really is, it's sincere and real and deep, and it's from a heart of gratitude, which is the head of all virtues, is gratitude. That gratitude, that's what really postures people to receive. And then we have all these Hallmark songs that we sing that are perfectly rhymed and the chords are all right.
I'm going to give you 3 practical takeaways from what Steve shared right there. First, some of those ideas for transitions between songs will come as you pray and prepare beforehand. So be listening for the voice of the Holy Spirit because those things are super important. Second, keep it short. Like Steve said, you don't get to preach the everlasting gospel. Just get in and get out, if you will. And third, I really like what he said about making it real, making it from your heart, a real part of you, not just something kind of written out and nice, but the idea of it being something genuine and real. Those are some great practical ideas to help you make those transitions in between songs.
Brought to you by myworshipleadingcoach.com.
Helping you to be more fully equipped as a worship leader.